I think we are live. Well, hello and welcome to Tips and Tech with Tiffany. I'm a little tongue-tied already. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am going to check my screen sharing here, make sure and I can see you guys as you come on. So let me go to, I'll figure that out. I'm always trying to figure out how to be able to see comments and who's coming on while I'm doing this at the same time from the desktop. So it's a little different than with the phone because I can see, what's up on the phone. So let me get going. Today we're talking about tips and tech, specifically in regards to your social media. We are live. Well, hello and welcome to Tips. I'm hearing my echo. And tech with Tiffany. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm hearing my echo with this. Tongue-tied already. Welcome. Maybe I can just close it without ending the video. Okay, we'll just try it. I'm going to close that without ending the video. Okay, I'm still live. Woohoo! All right, every week I discover something new, and this is the fun part about all of this. But today we're going to talk about social media content and your virtual team, specifically creating social media content. Today's topic came from me personally and creating content for virtual hired hand. In the past, it's always been really easy to create content for clients, to have them all set. But when it came to my social media, it was put on the back burner, especially in creating graphics and videos and things like that, because with text it was easier for me to come up with something real quick, grab my phone, put it out there, boom bam, there we go. Or using the Hootsuite app, grab it, schedule it real quick. But for graphics, things got to be more visual with Facebook and Instagram and even Twitter. It put on, it added more to do and to think about in advance, at least for me personally, because of the dynamics of being a service provider for clients. So there's one side of me that is a service provider, and the other side that has to remember that, hey, I'm a business owner and I have to continually put myself out there. So I had to think of a way that would work great for my schedule, great for me, and be on the go. And that's where I started using my cell phone to come up with content, create content, send it to my team, and do all communication that way. So it didn't matter whether I was in front of my laptop or in front of my phone, in the car, waiting in line. I could be working on my social media content throughout the week. And you may be finding yourself in that same situation where your team is ready. You want to have them to do your social media, but they're waiting for you to create content. Now, before we dive into this, I want to give you a disclaimer. I'm not recommending frequency for how often you post on social media. I am not giving you times in regards to that. So for this particular episode, the thought is you already know which platforms you want to post on. You already know types of content: video, text, links to your blog posts, links to your podcast, videos, images. You already know types of content. So you know where, you know what, and you know times. But then there's this big blank space, which is the major thing, and that's the content creation. You may even know what you want to create. So I'm going to show you how you can do that on the go from your phone. So let me bring up my cell phone. You are looking at my cell phone screen right here. And I'm going to show you what I use, what I do to share with my team. Now, this is my mobile office here. Oh, I'm clicking on the screen, forgetting that it's my phone. So let me just press on my phone. So these are the apps that are in my mobile office. All of these I don't use for my team, but the ones I use for my team are there. Specifically Dropbox and Asana. So Dropbox is in the top left corner. Asana is in that third column right there in the middle, those three circles. That's Asana. So Asana is where we do all of our communicating. And then Dropbox is where I drop images, videos, etc. for my team to grab and pick up. All right, so I'm going to specifically focus on Instagram. Instagram for me didn't make it easy to post. I couldn't just post words. Instagram is all about images and now video. And we can do up to a minute of video, which is really, really great that, we can do a minute of video on Instagram now. But it's not one of those things where it's last minute, like, oh, I want to, say something really quick or share something really quick. Instagram, you want to have it planned out. So I'm going to focus on Instagram, and you can take the same tips that I use for Instagram. You can take those same things and use it for your Twitter. You can use it for Facebook. You can use it for Pinterest, however you're creating your images. I'm going to come off of this really quick and do a quick check-in to see who's with me, because I don't want to pull up the video because that'll have the echo, but I can do it on my phone very, very quickly. And I'm so glad that you all are joining me today. Let's see. Make sure. Oh, yes. It says I'm on. We're working. Very, very good. Okay. Here's the funny part. There's a window open right beside me, and my neighbor's walking by taking out his trash. I don't know how much he can see in my window. Okay, too funny. Let me go back and share my screen again. Okay, so one thing that I do a lot, let me go here, pull this up. Now, I have an iPhone, so the apps I'm going to give you are specific for iPhone. I don't know about Android or other types of phones. I just know about iPhone. So you can take the information I share and do a search for apps that are specific for your type phone. But something that I do is text myself. I text myself a lot. I use text messages to myself like some people use Notepad. And I use Notepad as well, but I send text messages to myself, especially when creating content for social media. This is actually some content that I posted in the comments section of another Facebook Live show that I did yesterday, and I needed to get my links and post those. So I text myself. These are also, when you text yourself, you are going to see it double. It might seem kind of wacky, but for me, it makes it easier to find things and also easy to copy and paste. So let's say you're on the go and you hear a quote, like your phone is probably always close by. Let's say you're watching television and somebody says something, that's an interesting quote, and you're like, oh, that would be good to share. So you've got your phone right there with you. So why not grab it, send yourself a quick text with that quote, boom, bam, boom. Now you're done. You could do that while you're relaxing, while you're out and about, not driving, but anywhere else you could do that. And that's like creating a mental note for yourself. So when you're ready, you're good to go. Okay, so that's one of my little tricks. Let's go back to, hold on one second. Okay, let's go to Dropbox. Gonna open Dropbox. A few years ago, one of the tasks for my virtual assistants was to do a Google search for quotes. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll just put it up here. You guys know I've got my phone. Their task was to do a Google search for quotes, and we had a Dropbox folder with all the quotes. And I'm going to show you, and you'll see how far back this goes. So we started 4 years ago. You see that? It's been in there 4 years ago. Quotes do not get old. If you have your virtual assistant right now do Google search for quotes on a weekly basis, quotes don't get old. So you can always go back in and grab them. So let's see how far down it goes. We kept going. It goes all the way to, we went all the way to week 72 for our quotes there. Pretty neat. And so what I do is if I don't hear a quote, or sometimes, you know, depending on what different memberships you're a part of, they may be sharing motivational quotes with you. Those are things that you can store and use yourself for your own social media. But if not, add to your list. Something for your VA to do is to search quotes that you can use on social media. So I'm just going to open up one of these files. This is Dropbox. And let me see, before I dive into that, let me post for you the link for, oh, this is perfect. I'm going to post for you the link for Dropbox. And let me go back to my phone. Go back to text messages. And I'm going to text myself. I have an iPhone and a MacBook. So there's an app called iMessage. And a lot of times I am texting myself. If I'm working, I'm texting myself from the computer. So there's some links that I want to share with you. I'm going to grab those really quickly and share that. What are we doing? Oh, Dropbox. Hold on one second. That was the one link I didn't grab, is the link for Dropbox. So let me grab that very quickly. So while this is coming up, when your virtual assistant is pulling quotes for you, you can give her a certain category. If it's encouragement, motivational, inspirational, related to beauty, related to fashion, related to a certain sport, you can give her the category of the type post. And of course, it can be a mix based on what your business is. This way, she knows what you're looking for, and it's relative to the type of content that you post on social media. A long time ago, I had a client who was a dog trainer. And so one of the things that I would search would be quotes related to animals or jokes related to animals, specific to their type business. Whereas most of my other customers, more motivational and inspirational. That is one that stands out the most because it was different than just the, standard motivation. Okay, trying to find the link here. I've got all the other links sitting there looking at me, and this is the one that I don't have. Okay. All right. I am grabbing it, shooting myself a text message. And I'm going to head on back so you can see my phone. All right. Let me scroll up. Can you see? There it is. No. Let me bring this up so you can see it. There we are. 446. Okay, so I'm going to copy that and head to Facebook on the page and find our video. See, I'm doing it live here. Finding the video. Hey, Deidre. Now I'm seeing my comments. Woo! She says, great tip to text yourself for business. Yes, definitely. All right, so that is the Dropbox. I guess I should have said, let me say Dropbox. And then this is the link for Dropbox. We'll do a redo. There we go. Okay, so that's the link for Dropbox. All right, I'm going to come back off of here. And we're going to go back to Dropbox and the whole list of quotes. So the list is one way you can keep track for what your team does, or if you're doing the searching yourself, where you can store your files all in Dropbox. And I just had a folder called quotes. Easy enough when you're searching. You may want to say social media quotes, whatever you call it, but it'll sit there forever. As you can see, this goes back 4 years. And when you're pulling quotes, keep in mind, if you're using them for Twitter, the length, the 140 characters, and you want it to be a little less than that in case anybody retweets. Hopefully they will retweet and share. So you want to make it a little smaller. So I'm going to grab this quote here. Let's see if it'll show that I'm copying. Okay. Oh, let me bring this down. There I am. So I'm going to copy this quote and take it into another app that I use, which is called, there's two of them, WordSwag and Typorama, but I'm going to give a big secret to you. Typorama is my favorite over WordSwag. I used WordSwag first, but then I was using, then I found Typorama and loved it. I was sitting at the hair salon when I learned about Typorama and have been hooked on it ever since. So this will actually let you pull images from your camera roll. I'm scrolling down the screen so you can see the top of it. From your camera roll, they have images for you here. You can see there. You can also do a search for images. Let's do sunsets. Keep it real simple. What it's pulling in from a website called Pixabay, where all the images are free. So you could do that, or you could pull in your own images, and I'll talk to you about images and how I do that. Make myself a note. So we're going to do this first. We'll use one of their images. So let's just grab something to bring it up. Now we're doing posts for Instagram. So Typorama gives you choices. So you see there, you want the size to fit where it's going. So we're doing Instagram. So let's get it to fit. And I pinched it out so that it fits all the way. Okay. Now, the neat part about this is we can slide the image over and show more of the birds, or we can slide it the other way and not show that group of birds at all. So you can adjust this how you want based on the image itself. So I'm going to go ahead and do done. And keep in mind, you're doing this while you're somewhere else. You're not sitting at your desk doing this because you're on your phone. All right, so you could have all of your quotes ready to go. You text them to yourself or do it one at a time, whatever works, and just go from there. So Let me scroll up so you can see this part. This is where you've got different text options. So I'm just going to hit this first one over and over again so you can see it changes as you hit it. And then you can decide what you like. Your choice on that. So I'm just going to pick something so you can get the idea. We can change the opacity of the text. See there at the bottom. I'm going to scroll that over a little. It'll end up being too light. I slid it all the way too far across. But anyway, you can play with that, adjust with that. There are some other options, text tools, filters. Mostly what I use is the text styles, filters, and that's it. You even have a choice for a watermark if you've already got a standard image that you like to put like your stamp on your images. You can add your watermark, and what that will do, once you add your watermark, it will automatically add it to every single image as soon as you come into a Typorama. So that is pretty neat. So let's go back to text styles. Okay, share. Wait, let me go back. I'm not sure if you saw that at the top. All right, so click on OK Share. And then if you have your watermark on there, it's ready to go. But if not, for this one, we don't. And I always put my name on it. So I'm going to go back to reuse and add my text. So this could be your website. This could be your handle for social media, wherever it's going. Whatever you want to put on there, just put it on there. Hit done and slide it around however you want. The same thing you did for the original text, you're going to do for this text. So just pick your font, however you want. You can even change the color, put it wherever, all your preference. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it. Doesn't matter where it goes. Put it somewhere where it's visible and so people can read it. Once you're done, now we're ready. Go back to OK Share. And we're going to click on Gallery. Gallery saves it to your phone. So now it's ready to go into Dropbox. If you have Dropbox on your phone, as soon as you open Dropbox, whatever pictures you've taken will automatically start uploading in Dropbox. So watch this. So I'm going to go to Dropbox, come off of quotes, and go to photos. And you'll see that it is uploading photos. Now, if there it is. Okay, so it automatically uploaded our photo. So I'm going to click on our photo. Look at this. Now, we're not going to keep it here because we got to get it to the virtual team, right? Whether it's a team of one or however many, doesn't matter. We got to get it to the virtual team. So you want to have a specific folder that you're sharing with your team in Dropbox. So what I do is go and move it. And camera uploads is where everything you upload from your camera goes. So we'll take it off of that. And now I'm going to find my folder. 2016 social media, VHH social media is where I go. Let me see. Scroll up so you guys can see. Okay. And click on that. Now, I used to have 3 different Instagrams. Now we just do 2. So we just do the first 2. So I'm going to go to Tiffany D. Parson. And I've got 3 folders: my quotes, other people's quotes, podcast episodes, posted in videos. So this is somebody else's quote, so it goes in there. And I'm going to move it. And now it's in the other people's quotes folder. Now, I do recommend you give this graphic a name other than the date, because you'll have a main document where you're listing all your quotes. So I make the name of the picture the name of the author of the quote. That's just easy for me to remember, and it communicates very easily to the team. So that's how you get your graphic into Dropbox very, very quickly. That's how you create it quickly on the go and make it very simple. If you are doing your own social media, you're doing this all yourself, start doing this as though you do have a virtual team, because then once you get your virtual team, they'll just slide right into the system you've already created. It makes it easier if you already have something in place. Now, the flip side of this, if you're a virtual assistant and you provide social media services, you may have a client, this is their first time ever working with a virtual assistant. And so by you already having this type of system in place, then you can say, hey, I will create a Dropbox folder for us. You can drop, your images and things in that, and we'll use that to manage the content that's posted versus what hasn't been posted. So you can initiate that for them. All right. Let me go back off of there. And we're going back. Now I'm going back inside Dropbox. How do we keep track of all of this? So let's say we've created all the images and everything that we want for the week. How do we keep track of this? Notice the documents. See those document days as August 29th to September 4th, August 22nd to 28th, and it goes on. And what I did for our show today, I'm going to open the template, because after doing this so long, I have a system on how I want to post. So let's open the template. Let's see. I gave you the link for Dropbox. Let me post the link for Typorama. So let me grab that link. The template is for you, so you'll know, what you want to post when. Obviously, it's a template. It will change. It will be different for everybody, but it's a base. It's better than having a blank sheet, right? Better than having a blank sheet. So let me go to, I'm going to come off of this so I don't confuse anybody. Let me post the link for Typorama. So you have that. That's the app that we use to create the images. So I'll post that for you. Let me spell it right. No. Don't you just love the suggestions that the iPhone, your phone wants to give you? It's like, no, I mean Typorama. Okay, so that's the app link for Typorama. Let me also give you the one while I'm posting. Give you the one for WordSwag. Those are two. And there may be a bunch of others. This is just what I used. You get comfortable with one, and then something else comes out, and then you want to test something else. It just gives you a starting base. We all have our style, and when you first start, you won't even know what your style is until you've done it so many times. Then you develop a style, and everything works like clockwork. Okay, this would be WordSwag. And these apps are for the iPhone. If you've got a different type phone, then just do a search for your content with WordSwag. Okay, let's go back to Dropbox and our template. Okay, so here's my template. And this is what I share with my virtual team. So they will get this document. It won't be named template. It'll be whatever date. So we'll go back. So it'll be, the date is based on the week. So we go from Monday to Sunday. And so where you see template at the top, that's, the date range. And you decide what your range is. And this is how we do Instagram. So you want to decide what your range is. Now, the next app that I use, this is obviously a doc file. So guess what? WordSwag connects to Microsoft Word if you have Microsoft Word on your phone. Okay? Microsoft Word is what it'll connect to. So I'm going to click on the edit button, and it's going to say open with Microsoft Word. I'm going to click on it, and now we are off to Microsoft Word. Look at this, all from the phone. Okay. So there's Microsoft Word. Okay, so now we can see it bigger. Everything you can do in Word, you can do right here from your phone. So the order is just 7 days in a week, so I need 7 things, right? I need 7 things for Instagram. I post once a day on Instagram right now, and then as I get more content, we'll start doing it more, but this is a good start. You know, hey, start where you are. If you've been posting 0, to say you're going to do it 2 or 3 times a day is crazy. So start from 1, add from there. Okay. Let's open this up so you can see it a little more. Okay. So every single week I do a podcast episode with the business of being a virtual assistant. So that gets posted on Instagram. And I provide her with the episode summary and the episode link so we can have all that good stuff. Then my Facebook Live shows, and we go on. We've got takeaways and tips, other people's quotes. So this is an example of a template. You come up with what works best for you. And this gives you a starting point. So you've got something every single time. Now notice I don't have hashtags on here. She gets hashtags for me. That is part of it, my social media VA. She gets the hashtags. If there's something specific that has to be in the hashtag, I'll give that to her. Or something I discover regarding hashtags, I give that to her, and then she takes off with it. And we do that on, on an ongoing basis. So let's go back and come out of the template. I want to see if there are any questions. Once I got this going, oh my gosh, I'm like so far ahead. I set a deadline for myself as to when to get this information uploaded so that the team can grab what they need to grab, whether they're doing it on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I know it's all ready to go by Monday. And the way I know that, we have a oh gosh, my mind just went blank. I get a status update. I love status updates every single week because then I know where we are, what's been posted, what we need, or even if there's a glitch with some of the software. So I know what's going on with that. So let me make sure. Okay. All right. I'm going to close that and then open it again. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go back. Wait a minute, don't want to bring up my Facebook and confuse you. So we talked about the images, getting those into Dropbox. We talked about the apps, WordSwag and Typorama. Let's talk video. Instagram, you can do videos. One of the big questions I've seen everywhere, how do you create the videos? What do you do, for Instagram? Before there was not, but now there is an app called RIPL. RIPL lets you create videos out of graphics. Now, what I would like for RIPL to do, hopefully they will at some point, is give us a way to upload our own videos and then, have their, different features that they have. So let me give you the link for RIPL, and I'm going to show you RIPL. Let's see, I got a question. Yes, exactly, Deidre. She asked, So you're getting the information done so that all you have to do is post. Exactly. Because that's really the big stumbling block. We want to post, but you need that content. So this is it. This gets you going. You have it far in advance. And what you'll find is that as you're going through your day, you're seeing different things that you can post. Oh, that'll be good to post. Oh, let me grab that. You'll notice how much faster your content creation is just by doing this. Whether it's you doing all of it or whether you're handing this off to somebody else to post for you. Okay, so I posted the Ripple content. Let me come off of here. I'm going to head to Ripple. Let me go to my phone. Okay. You see this box here. It's not totally, I need to update it. It's not totally updated. I don't use everything in this Instagram box here, but it's where Ripple is. So let's go to Ripple. And again, Ripple lets you upload pictures and then creates the video for pictures. So this is the video that, one of the videos that I created recently and with Ripple. And there's even music. Let me see if I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not. Maybe not. Let's see. Might not be able to. Okay, but there's music choices, no biggie. So let's go back. I'm going to take you to the starting point for Ripple. So there is, let me scroll up so you can see it. Okay, this button here at the very bottom, we click on that. And this is how you create your Ripple video. It's pretty self-explanatory. You add your text. And then you add pictures. And guess where it pulls pictures? From your phone. You can see I've been doing a lot of Jamberry videos and other stuff in here. Let's see what all I have in here. Yeah, mostly Jamberry videos right now. But anyway, this is where a lot of things are, so you can grab your videos that your images that you've already done. So whatever that is, whether it's products for your company, whether it's pictures you took on your phone, whether it's pictures you downloaded from online. Oh, there are a couple of websites that have free images. So you can do a Google search for free images and find those websites. One is Pixabay, and you've already seen that on from Typorama. Now, if it's an image that you downloaded, say you have an account with Big Stock Photo and you downloaded images, you can place those images in Dropbox and then extract them out of Dropbox. So let me show you that. Let me just give you a quick visual on that. And then we'll come back to Ripple. So we're heading back to Dropbox. And I'm going to show you, if you upload images wherever, let me see if I've got some. Okay, perfect. So here I've got images and a couple of videos that I put into Dropbox, and I put them in my folder, projects I'm working on, whatever you want to call it. But you can pull images right here from Dropbox. Okay, so let's see. Oh, let's grab this one. So I'm going to bring that image up and then show you how to extract it. So then it's ready to use. So click on the three dots right there in the top right corner. Export. I was saying extract. Export. Click on export, and that saves it to your phone. You select it at the bottom. Let me show you. Select it at the bottom. Save image. There we go. Save an image, exports it to the phone. Now we're ready to go back to Ripple. There's Ripple. There's Ripple. Okay, so now we can grab the image that we just downloaded. It was this, hold on. I don't know if you can see the very top, so I'm scrolling down to make sure you can see it. So that peer that we downloaded, grab it. So now that can be put in your video on Ripple. You can do up to 8 images. I think it's 8. Let me just grab. Okay, yeah, 8 images, up to 8. However you want to do it. Once you grab your image, you put your text in, test, and then you go on. They have layouts already for you. So all you're doing is going through the layouts and picking the one that you like best. You can have music or no music. At the very bottom, you see the music option, colors, fonts. You could just have a ball doing this, creating your images, creating your videos. For my virtual assistants that are on or that will be listening to the replay, this is something you can do for clients. Maybe your client doesn't have time to create content. Maybe they're sending it to you to put in a video, to put in an image. This is a service that you could provide for your clients. Now, once it's done, I'm clicking the arrow in there. I'm just going to click next. We don't have everything. I just want to show you. And that's the video. And it is ready to be shared. I have it. I don't share directly from Ripple. I save. You could probably guess what I do. Save the video to my phone, so I share it. When I click share, it's going to save to my phone. Okay. You see it? It's downloading to my phone. And now it's going to be in my camera roll. I don't post directly from Ripple because remember, I am grabbing content so that, oh, there's the video. I'm grabbing content so that it can be shared later. Okay, so remember what I showed you earlier, that once something is in Dropbox and you open Dropbox, it'll automatically start downloading it for you. So then you can add the information in your template, move your video to where you want it to go, you're all set. So that's your video. All right. Let me refresh it. There's our video. It may take a few seconds to get the video in there just because of the size of the file. Okie doke, so let me head back to Facebook, see if there are any questions. Have I totally overloaded you? Hopefully in a great way to make it easy for you to create your social media content. This gives you a chance to show some of your personality and to have fun with it and not be bogged down because, oh my gosh, I know I need to create something, but I don't have time. Now you got time. Okay, cool. Now you got time. All right, so those are our images. That's video. Let's see, what else? Where's my... Okay, now, how do you communicate this? You have a virtual team. How do you let your team know the information is there? I communicate with my team using the app Asana. And I'm going to show you. Oh, I'm giving too many secrets. This is fun. This is why I wanted to do the Facebook Live shows, because I can't really sit you down and tell you all this stuff, but in a show, I can give it to you, and those that are watching get the benefit. So let me see here. I'm going to find, where is it? Social media. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. So look at this. This is for this week. This is inside the app Asana. Every single week, I get an update. Latasha Core, by the way, is absolutely fabulous. I know her personally, and we worked on different ministries and church, and then she's been working with me virtually since 2008, 2009, the very beginning of Virtual Hire Hand, off and on. So she rocks and rolls with me on this. Every single week, I get an update when she's done. This is something I asked her to send me because I'm visual, I like lists, and just for my own benefit, okay? So just for my own benefit on that. So let's see, let me show you. So we're all done with that. It's so funny. Last Friday, there was a little hiccup, no big deal. That's what she's there. But the whole point was let me know it's scheduled, everything is there. Oh, the gallery. That reminds me. One last thing before we hop off. So this is how the team communicates. Now, you may prefer an email. Asana will send you a notification in your email that something came in, and then you just go to Asana. I like to have tasks. I like to be able to check it off for myself. And this just makes it so easy. Again, it's from your phone. Now, I've got email on my phone, but there's no checklist. I can't go back and retrace our steps if we need to easily. Gmail nests. Your regular email has it all spaced out everywhere, or it could end up being on and on and on. Now, these updates are weekly. So after the week is done, that is archived. We move on to the next thing. Let's see here. I showed you the template. Where am I going? Oh, let me show you Instagram. Let's go back to Instagram. Sometimes I go on Instagram and I'm like nervous. What's going to be up on Instagram? Okay, real quick. real quick. All right. I'm going to tell you about the gallery. GalleryMetrics. You see, I don't know if you read Latasha's note. She says gallery is all up to date. So I'm going to click on my link in bio. You may, if you follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, Tiffany D. Parson. Follow me. You'll see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to click yes. It's going to open it up in Safari. GalleryMetrics. So I started using this because you guys know Instagram only gives you one way to link stuff, right? Just one way to link. And it's like, okay, we need something else besides that one link because there are different places I want to send people. Sometimes I'm talking about, a podcast. Sometimes it's just a quote. Sometimes it's jewelry. I'll, throw in that. We have to dress, right? We have to put clothes on and earrings and all that stuff. So that's something fun, something else I do. You don't want to always be one dimensional. So anyway, this is GalleryMetrics. And what it does is if you press on one of these images, it's going to take you somewhere. So, for example, the top right pink, if we click on that, guess where we're going? TiffanyParson.com to the podcast episode that particular image talks about. And it may take a few seconds to load, so it's going to take us there. Episode number 68. Let me scroll up so you can see. There it is. So we can easily say, click link in bio, and we really mean that. And then it takes you there, and you see the same thing you saw on Instagram, and you click on that button. Let me see if I can get you the link for that. Hold on one second. Oh, this is so fun. Post any questions that you have. Now, if you're looking at this and you're like, Tiffany, I'm busy. I don't have time to do all this stuff. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Let's talk. Let's talk. We need to talk so we can get you on track and on board and things rocking and rolling so that you are not stressed out about social media. Social media should be fun. Your focus should be on creating the content versus getting it all posted and scheduled and all that stuff. We can help you do that. So if that's you, I want you to go to calendly.com/virtual hired hand. Let me give you that link in the comments. Let me come off of here. This is what happens. You end up doing a bunch of stuff at one time. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a chance to post your questions while I'll jump in here and do two things at once. Okie doke. Where am I going? I am going to Facebook. Let me grab the link. I don't want anybody, if you are watching this, I know a good bit of my VAs will start out doing this themselves, and that's perfectly fine. It is designed for you to use. It's designed for you to use for yourself, and it's also designed for you to use with your team. Let me go. Okay, back to Facebook. Awesome. Deidre says, this is great information. Thank you. You are welcome. Appreciate the screen share. You are welcome. All right, need help with this. Let's see, if you are interested in having this done for you, then click the link. Okay. And that will take you to my appointment scheduling system so you can see my schedule. We can schedule a time to discuss your project, okay? So that's what that's for. And if you're like, ooh, what's Calendly? Well, we talked about Calendly last episode. So if you missed episode number 1, that was a good one as well. I share with you about how to schedule appointments without having to say, hey, does Monday work for you? Does Tuesday work? Oh, that doesn't work. Does next Thursday? You know, you've done it before. Where you've gone back and forth in trying to schedule an appointment with someone, and it's just been crazy. And you know, back and forth, back and forth. That's really old school. We don't have to do that anymore. We also don't have to depend on Google Calendar is great, but it's not automatic. It doesn't send out a nice reminder to your people, and so you want that to be able to happen for you. So check out episode number 1. I don't want to re-say it all over again. Let me go back here. This is for GalleryMetrics. Okay, that's what I was just showing you, and I'll go back again just so remind you what GalleryMetrics is. And I am texting and pasting and all that stuff. Okay, let me come back. Come back. And go to Instagram again is where we were. And scroll down here. So, click on Gallery, open up in Safari. Gallery, all you do is sign up for your account and connect your Instagram to GalleryMetrics. You don't have to do any coding or anything special. And then now one thing you do have to do is manually add the different items you want to link to different places. Not a big deal. It's just a matter of logging into your account with GalleryMetrics, clicking the checkbox, putting in your link. Because some stuff, if it's a personal image, there's nowhere to link it to. It's just for fun or for sharing or what have you. Everything is not necessarily a link. So that is GalleryMetrics. And that wraps up episode number 2 of Tips and Tech with Tiffany, all about your social media content and your virtual team. Oh, one last thing I didn't give you in case you're interested is the link for Asana. And let me tell you, these tools that I am giving you names for, I don't know if I'm saying the names right. That's one thing about doing everything online. You don't hear anybody saying the names. You know, the people that actually work there, you don't get to hear them saying the names. So I don't know if that's the proper way, but I say Asana, and I want to make sure you've got the spelling and all that good stuff. So let me post in comments there, and then we are all set. You know, the replay will be here for you to come back and watch later. Some things you catch right away, some things you'll catch later. And so that is the cool part about the way Facebook Live works. It makes it easy for you to come back and look at this. One thing I am doing is having all of our episodes transcribed. So that episode number 1 is being transcribed now. This will go later on this week to be transcribed. And so they will actually become vlog posts. How cool is that? So there is on my website, if you want more information about how to repurpose your content. I'll post a link in the comments as well if you want some information on repurposing. I am a believer in doing something one time and then break it up, chop it all up, use it in different ways. Every time you open your mouth, you should be recording. If you're speaking in regarding to your business, you should be recording yourself. When I am doing calls with potential clients, I always let them know at the beginning the call is being recorded so I can get all the details. There are things that I will say on a call that I don't remember later. So by having that recorded, I remember. It may be a key point that is helpful to somebody else. And so guess what? That information could become handy for another time, like our Facebook live show or a blog post or what have you. So anyway, the last thing I'm going to do is post the link for the repurposing training if you're interested in that. That is geared towards you if you're interested in how to take an audio, what you can do. It doesn't give you specifics on how to do it, but what you can do, how one audio could turn into 5 different things. Because time is precious. We don't, have time to do all of that more than one time. So anyway, thank you again for hanging out. Thank you for listening. I'm sure you probably realized, gosh, I need to take notes. So I will be here next Tuesday, same time, sharing more information to help you and give you some tips on how to do your technical things and how to work with your virtual team. So anyway, the sun is going down on me. I'm losing my natural light. Let me post a final link and say goodbye. Have a great evening, and I will see you next week.